Hi guys, it's Sarah Miller. I wanted to show you real fast how to create a common assessment in Eduphoria because I've had a lot of questions here recently, and that way you can reference this video again whenever you need it. So I'm starting out here in TEKS Resource System because I first of all want to show you where you can find some common assessments that are pre-made. You can go to District Resources again, and you'll click on Middle School ELAR. You'll see our YAGs as well as unit exams with keys. So these are for language arts teachers to use if they wish at the end of their units. Reading teachers, you guys know that we are not bound by the unit calendar, so you do not necessarily have to administer the unit exams. If you are looking to administer an exam that you want the data in Eduphoria, get with me and we can look at other options. So this is a unit exam, and if I scroll all the way to the end, there is the test key, and it shows you what standards each question is tied to. That'll be really important when we enter the data into Eduphoria. So if I go into Eduphoria and I go to assessments, I am going to create a new test. I think the fastest way is to create a quick test key and push next. I'm going to give this exam a title, and I'm going to select the grade level. Let's just say it's 6th grade. Start date is fine. The end date, however, I'm going to change to the end of the year because I want this data to be available all year long so that I can access it anytime I need to. So I'm going to change it. Whoa, that's too far. How about June 1st? And leave it as a campus assessment. Push next. We're going to go ahead and select middle school, language arts and reading, and I said this was a 6th grade test, and push next again. Okay, so you're going to enter in the number of questions your exam has, followed by how many responses you want each question to have. Typically we leave it at 4 because that's how many the STAR test has on each question. Push next again. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and bubble in the correct answers from the test key. This is a really tricky test because they're all D. Push next again, and yours is finished. So you're going to go ahead and push the finish button, and that's going to take you to your exam. Okay, so here's my test. I'm going to jump over to the questions tab, and you can see each of my, this is the test key, you can see each of my questions and the correct answer. For question number 1, I'm going to come over here to the little green pencil, and I'm going to click on the Standards tab. And we looked at that unit exam and what standards they were tied to. So I'm going to tie the first one, 6.2a, as a readiness standard, and push finished. Okay, and then I'm going to go on to the next one and do the same thing. Go back to the standards, select which standard you want it to be tied to, finish. And you're going to do that for each question so that they're all tied with the standards. This way, when we compile the data, we can see how our students are doing by standard. Now, let's say I have a question that is tied to a primary and a secondary standard. We'll click on that button on the bottom, select New Secondary Standard, and tie it to that one as well. So, for example, this one is tied to, I think, vocabulary is what I chose for the first one. Let's do ideas and details as well, and finish. So once you're done with all of that, you're going to make this an active exam. It takes a little while for that to actually make it active. There we go. And you're going to save the exam. So once you're finished, all you need to do is email me and let me know the name of the test that you created. And what I will do is copy the exam, and I will send out the test key to each colleague that you are sharing this common assessment with, and that way everybody can use the same exam and we can compile all the data in Eduphoria. Thanks.